All right, guys, it is 2023 and we are updating our Yukon, Oklahoma pros and cons video. Are you moving to Yukon, Oklahoma and you're wondering, why should I? Is it worthwhile being there? I don't know. I like it, but that's subjective. Maybe you won't like it, okay? But in this video, I'm going to give you 7 pros, 7 cons that may or may not help you in your decision to move to Yukon, Oklahoma. My goal is for it to help you. That's my goal. But if you're like, Josh, I already knew all that because I've seen your other videos, then it may not help you. But if you're new to the channel, you haven't seen my other videos, this might help you. This might help you. And even if you're not new to the channel, there may be some new stuff on this video. Hold on, I'm getting an Amber Alert. All of my subscribers that are watching, there's an Amber Alert in Rogers County. There's a child, 12-year-old white male with blue shirts and blue jeans who has an Amber Alert out on them. If you see a 2018 gray Ford Focus, Oklahoma tag number KOT244, call the Highway Patrol, call 911 immediately and alert authorities. If you see a 2018 gray Ford Focus, Oklahoma tag number KOT244. Whew, man, this stuff's hard when this stuff comes across. But there's a white male child, 12 years old, who has an Amber Alert on him in Rogers County. Blue shirt, blue jeans. Guys, if you see that, please alert authorities immediately. Man, stuff's hard. Okay, so pros and cons, Yukon, Oklahoma. Let's get started. Con number 1. Extreme weather, guys. It's Oklahoma, man. We've got tornadoes, we've got hail, we've got all sorts of stuff that is the you want to pay attention to. We've got tornado shelters that protect us from tornadoes. And if you got little kids and there's not a tornado shelter installed yet, I would definitely look into the walk-in tornado shelters because they're a lot easier to access with your family and, of course, the family pets if you've got dogs and things like that. So extreme weather in Yukon, Oklahoma. It's not immune to what the rest of Oklahoma gets. Affordability, pro number 1, guys. Pro number 1, affordability is great in Yukon, Oklahoma compared to nationwide. Now, you can find move-in ready homes, typically underneath $150,000, and you can find mansions. One of the billionaires in Oklahoma lives in Yukon, I believe, in between Yukon and Piedmont, So we've got all the different ranges of prices of homes. And when it comes to cost of living, et cetera, Yukon, Oklahoma ranks lower than the national average on most categories. Con number 2, public transportation. I don't know if the city of Yukon actually has a bus line. Yukon, Oklahoma transportation. Let me look this up real quick. Yukon, Oklahoma public transportation. They got Caravan, but that's for compassionate care. Yukon Schools has public transportation, but I'm not sure if Yukon, Oklahoma has public transportation. I know that it's low. It ranks super low for public transportation, but I am not seeing anything on a quick Google search for public transportation. Let me check out Embark and see if Embark has some Yukon lines. I'm looking right now for us, and I'll put this down in the comments below too. Yukon, Oklahoma. Yeah, it's not even popping up. Yukon, Oklahoma to Oklahoma City. Check this out. We are on the Embark site together, and I'm just doing a general search from, and I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, they don't have anything showing up on their website. So public transportation is horrible in Yukon, Oklahoma. That is funny. Pro number 2, schools. Guys, check out greatschools.org to weigh schools. Pay attention to the reviews, okay? Pay attention to the reviews. Call the principals. Look to see if they have parent-teacher conferences online or anything like that. So you can make your own subjective decision on the schools, but greatschools.org is a great place to start when you're looking at comparing and contrasting different school systems. Con number 3, nightlife in Yukon, Oklahoma. I can guarantee I've never heard anyone say, man, let's go clubbing in Yukon. I can guarantee I've never heard that before. Oklahoma City is where people do that. Um, there's lots of different things you guys could do to socialize in all the cities around the Oklahoma City metro area and in Yukon, Oklahoma. So definitely check into the Yukon, Oklahoma Community Center. I'm sure they have lots of fun stuff planned every year for Yukon, Oklahoma. You don't necessarily have to go clubbing, but I can guarantee you I've never heard anyone say, let's go clubbing in Yukon, Oklahoma. Pro number 3, community, farmers markets, parades, festivals, etc., etc. That's another one of the pros that we're going to talk about, but it is a community in Yukon, Oklahoma. Get connected with the community center, get connected with the YMCA, get connected with the youth sports, etc., etc. Yukon, Oklahoma has a great sense of community. And if you get plugged into it, you get out of things what you put into it, guys. You get out of things what you put into it. But if you get plugged into something that fits your needs, they've got martial arts clubs. They've got all sorts of things. Martial arts gyms. They've got CrossFit. They've got all sorts of options for you to have a sense of community in Yukon, Oklahoma. But you get out of that what you put into it. So don't be all like, I moved here. Nobody talks to me. Well, what are you doing to talk to people? What are you doing to talk to people? What are you doing to engage in community? Okay. Con number 4. God, guys, it's grossly red. It is grossly red. I mean, people love God. They love the United States and they love their family. What is it? God, family, and country. They love God, family, and country in Yukon, Oklahoma. There'll be people driving down the street with American flags in their trucks, waving while they're driving down the street. So if that's something you detest, if you don't love God, your family, or your country, whew, man, you won't like Yukon, Oklahoma. Number 4, pro, outdoor recreation. Tons of parks, tons of cool events. I think they've got a triathlon even in Yukon, Oklahoma. Double check me on that. But they do have tons of parks. The community center is amazing. They've got this park called Boot Hill, I believe, Boot Hill, where the walking path is literally shaped like a boot. It's in the middle of town, just north of I-40 and east of the Super Walmart, guys. But a majority of the neighborhoods even have parks in them. Yes, a majority of even the older neighborhoods, they built them with parks in them. So lots of outdoor recreation. Con number 5, I can attest to this. During rush hour, getting into Oklahoma City from Yukon, man, plan ahead. There's traffic. There's congestion. Oklahoma highways have not kept up with the population growth. No doubt about that. But if you're running to work and you're running late, call your boss and let them know I'm going to be stuck in traffic, because then no doubt you will be stuck in traffic. Now, that whether you're taking Route 66 or I-40, there will be some congestion during rush hour. But is it Seattle congestion? Is it New York congestion? Is it San Francisco congestion? No. So the traffic I talk about is relative to Oklahoma. Pro number 5, chickens. Yes, at the time of this video, you've got to verify. You got to call City Hall, you got to call code enforcement, and you've got to verify that you can still have chickens. But at the time of this video, you can have backyard chickens, guys. Now, terms and conditions do apply. But you can call City Hall, you can call the code enforcement. They'll tell you exactly what the requirements are. I think it's like no other residential structures within 40 feet of your coop. You got to keep it clean, no roosters, etc., etc. Terms and conditions do apply, but you can have chickens in Yukon, Oklahoma. Con number 6, speed limit. Guys, when I first started real estate, I got pulled over. I got pulled over in Yukon, Oklahoma. I didn't realize at that time it was only 35 almost everywhere. And right in historic Yukon, Oklahoma, guys, it is 25. So pay attention to that speed limit. Cars nowadays, as quiet as they are, as smooth a driving as they are, you might not even know that you're going over the speed limit, and the cops are there to remind you that the speed limit is low in Yukon, Oklahoma. Pro number 6 in Yukon, Oklahoma, convenient location. It is literally touching the west boundary of Oklahoma City, Bethany. It's right up against War Acres too. It's just south of Piedmont. It's just south of northwest Oklahoma City. Like Yukon, Oklahoma has a ton of stuff in Yukon, Oklahoma itself, and then all to the west of Yukon, Oklahoma also. Yukon, Oklahoma is a really, really great location. Check it out on the map. Just Google Yukon, Oklahoma, and then scroll out and look at it. It is a great location. Con number 7. Oh, before I go into con number 7, I meant to tell you guys, are you looking for a house on 10 acres with 4 beds? The fourth bed could be a flex room, meaning a formal dining room, or a fourth bedroom. Are you looking for a house on 10 acres that's wooded, that is down a private road so you can't see it from the main road? Are you guys looking for a house like that? If you are, I want to show you this home that's currently available at the time of this video in Luther, Oklahoma. Not Yukon, Oklahoma, but Luther, Oklahoma. It is a beautiful home. Check it out real quick with me. And guys, that beautiful home, 4-bed, all brick, 2-car garage on 10 acres, partially wooded, partially pasture, with storm shelter, with well and septic, it can be had for only $485,000. So if you're in the market for a home like that, this one's not in Yukon, but it's in the Oklahoma City metro area. Luther is located just to the northeast of Oklahoma City. It might be something that's on your radar. Let's take a look at it one more time. All right, guys. Now let's get right back to our video. Con number 7, limited culture amenities. What I mean by that is like museums. Like there's no modern arts museum in Yukon, Oklahoma. Like there's no Museum of Fine Arts in Yukon, Oklahoma. But remember, Yukon, Oklahoma is located just to the west of Oklahoma City. So you can go to the Modern Arts Museum in Oklahoma City. You can go to the Philharmonics in Oklahoma City. You can go to the theater. What is that theater called? God, I can't think of the theater's name right now. If you guys remember the theater's name, put it in the comments down below for me. But you can, there's nothing like that. You got high school plays. Don't get me wrong. You got high school plays, middle school plays, stuff like that. But it's not Philharmonics level. It's not, can't think of that theater. Man, I used to go to that theater all the time, but it's not one of the big plays that you find in Oklahoma City. Does that make sense? Thumbs up if that makes sense. And then pro number 7 that you absolutely are going to fall in love with moving to Yukon, Oklahoma is you're getting to work with the agents at eXp Realty and I. That's the pro number 7 that everyone who moves here talks about. They wrote it in jet clouds in the sky, like working with the agents at eXp Realty. Josh, is the most amazing thing ever about living in and moving to Yukon, Oklahoma. No, that's not it, guys. Just Yukon, Oklahoma generally overall is great. It really is. But these are 7 pros, 7 cons that you can weigh when you're making that huge decision. It's not a light decision, but the huge decision on relocate to, move to, or move within Yukon, Oklahoma. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The agents that I work with, eXp Realty and I, are absolutely here to earn your business when you're relocated to, move to, or move within Yukon, Oklahoma. Guys, it's affordable. Cost of living is great. It has all the positives that we talked about today. It has some of the negatives that we talked about today, but you can't go wrong with moving to Yukon, Oklahoma. Subscribe to the channel if you like content like this. And let me show you this video one more time on our way out of here. If you're looking for a home on 10 acres, that's 4 beds with 3 baths and a 2-car garage, this might be the one for you. Isn't that beautiful? All right, catch the replay, and I'll see you guys on the next video.